Tie and dye business is an age-long craft that was predominant in the southwest of Nigeria. The craft, which seems to have eroded, is now finding its way back to the society through the hands of young people. The report.
Adire, popularly known as tie and dye, is quite common among West Africa countries, and in Nigeria it is mostly common among the Southwesterners. Some Nigerian youths have taken to it as an entrepreneurship skill for business. Doyinmola Olajoye is an African lady who is passionate about the African culture and style. She's a rare combination of beauty and brilliance. Her passion for the promotion of the African indigenous culture through sustainable fashion and African textiles is an assignment she has embarked on and has sustained for 4 years. This makes her stand out amongst her peers. Doyinmola, in an exclusive interview, spoke on how she started the tie and dye business.
I didn't have the skill myself. I was only a fashion model. But then after I won, I was the second runner-up. I was not the main queen. However, since I had told myself that it's something I wanted to work on, after 4 months of my win, I actually proceeded to start training people on how to make Ankara crafts and all of that. But for some reasons, I had to, of course, pause again, because finances is always a very, very important part of any project that one wants to do. So what I did was I went to learn how to do a craft. Of course, since I am big on culture and creativity, I decided to choose Adire, which is indigenous, and I went for that. And after a while, I started training people, and then business was just it for me, because of course with business you can share your value and make money in return. That was really how I started.
Just like in every business, there are challenges. The tie and dye business is not left out. Doyinmola spoke on some of the challenges she faces in the business.
And you know how I see challenges. I'm really excited that I was not asked this particular question in this way. So what are the problems that you face? Because many times I'm like, no, they're not problems, so to speak. They're really just things that would help push you up. And some of the challenges, of course, as a creative person, you want to be so big on, okay, let me use these colors, let me do this Adire design, let me, just explore creativity. But many times it's not about the business. Imagine how I even started. It was not about business for me. So I had to struggle with balancing how I make money, how I use this business to make money, than how I focus on the creativity aspect. But of course, that's not what I'm facing right now. I think in the early days, in the second year, I was more of, okay, let me do this to get this to this person. But it was not so much about business. So, low sales, but still fair.
Her continuous dedication and commitment to African renaissance is no doubt commendable and worthy of emulation. She is a creative director at Doni Adire and Crafts, Nigeria.